Everybody, Vilisink back again with the Raid Shadow Legends. And first and foremost, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. This one goes out to you. This day is for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope everything has went to plan. That you've had fun, and hope you all got the gifts and the love that you deserve. So this one goes out to you. Apart from that, how is everybody doing? Good to see you back again. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over a champion previously covered several times in several videos. And that's because I changed the build. It was Hoforees the Tusk that we're going to be talking about. You had a resistance, a speed, and an immortal build, but he kept dying. I'd go to 21 of Faction Wars, and he would die because he wasn't healing. I would exit. I'm not happy with the 1 star, I want the 3 star. So, I changed the build up because we have Skinwalkers today, and I have 60 stars, and I want to get 63. I've also done some masteries for him. So we changed the build up, which we're going to show. We went through all the stats previously: 20k HP, 1000 defense, okay with 97 speed. But let's just show the stats in full. Also changed the banner from resistance to HP. Pretty much, I think I lose speed purely because of the speed set, but I never had speed gloves that were acceptable to put on. So what we have is 199 speed, 88,000 HP, 1800 defense. A pretty cool build, and I've put him in for masteries to kind of see how much he heals and kind of how cool he is, and he does look fantastic. Now, the reason we changed this build was for faction wars, so I do believe he is not fully booked yet, and the Eternal War is quite annoying, but because of that, I've been farming some masteries, and I did get, come on, tap on this. I think I need to go and check on the kid in just a moment. Give me 2 seconds to return to you guys. So we're looking at masteries. If I had gems, I will not lie, I would have bought some, but I really, because he's unbooked, reflex set wasn't going to work, was too slow. Regen seemed like the only way that I could get him to heal, get him to survive the attacks, just to have some type of sustainability. And with Doom Masteries, we got extra HP with Steadfast. Exalted in Death is pretty much because I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. I wanted to give him Turn Meter because he buffs up, although you have to be careful when we buff up when we go to Faction War Stage 21. After we do 21, don't have to do it again. The masteries could potentially change, but I feel like the build will remain the same. It's really good. Defense, some resistance, and resurgent. And I wanted to get this to try and just decrease that revive by 1 turn. I could increases the chances of placing any debuff. So in that one increases speed by 8 for each dead ally. I'll take that because if people die, he speeds up. This is also potentially pretty good. So we could extend strengthening, so forth. But we also have Flesh Tearer, who I put on the team because I removed Basher, and it still worked. Purely because it's not the Valkyrie waves. The waves that we're fighting are kind of rubbish in a sense. We have chance of increasing the turn meter by 15%. When an ally is attacked with a crit, will only increase. So we can get some turn meter to get an extra turn, potentially if somebody gets crit on, which is very tempting to take also. There's also a couple here that we could potentially put on him just for some resistance. The fact of the matter is, we're low on resistance compared to what we were. like 167. So there's no point beating around the bush. We're going to be short on resistance. He will get CC'd at some point, but we have Hakon Smash Lord. So let's just tap on here and let's not take that void pack. Give me this, thank you. And the reason the changes happened was because of faction wars, as I said. So we're going to go in, and hopefully, because I tried this earlier with the build he had previously, and he died. It is what it is. And I took in this team earlier. Flesh Tailor, he does give us a heal. So the damage comes from Brachus. We're going to start off. We can pretty much remain auto up until the boss. I could take in Cleopteryx. It is tempting, but she is kind of all nuke, all damage, I believe, at the moment. I don't want multiple people dying, because if more than 2 people die, we have an issue with the revive. Brachus does have a part of his kit which will revive him after he dies. But, you know, when we get to the boss, we're going to be manualing, and therefore, we're just going to be taking in Brachus. He does respectable damage. We'll chop down his 2 minions. We will get rid of the provoke one first. The leech one, not really cared. He'll die within time. And hopefully, we can get 3 stars in this faction. And if we do, we'll show you the builds on everybody. The Master Race. We can afford to have a death. Obviously, this is I kind of see this as the same as how I did Undead. I had to time the revive with Gorgorab and make sure before the revive came back, I could get Gorgorab to do however many turns he needed to do, and that I wasn't doing crazy damage. So this is the same kind of plan here. I'll revive if I think I can kill him, or B, the boss is not going to really be taking a turn that much, just so we can sustain. But Hoforees, we can see he's getting 14k heals. He's doing okay, 14631. And if he wasn't doing that, he would have way less HP and would have to rely on Flesh Tailor. Because of that, potentially, we could remove Flesh Tailor. But Flesh Tailor does have a pretty cool kit, very underrated. Doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's just looked at as being quite a crappy champion, which is not the case. He's the only champion that can give you a heal, increase your buffs, decrease enemy buffs, and increase enemy debuffs. So it's a very interesting kit. Wave 2, we're just going to get, I believe, slowed down because the unkillable will come from, minor bit of lag. The unkillable will come from Paragon. If we have a death from Brachus, it really makes no difference. We do have a heal from Flesh Tailor, also Hakon Smash Lord, really cool cleanser. He's quite a fantastic champion, to be completely honest, and lots of CC from what do you call him again? Damn it, you forget somebody's name just when you want to remember it. War Chief. So provoke, we're just going to go here. 3 minutes in is quite respectable compared to how it used to be. If we get the death again, it doesn't matter. He will revive, and it is what it is. Hexweaver, cannot remember the demon spawn, and Paragon. So we're gonna jump back this. The boss part of this hopefully won't take too long. I believe the longest part and the most annoying part is just taking care of these 2 little helpers. You know, staying alive long enough to make sure we kick both their asses. We then get to the boss. But it will be, I believe, manual. I don't think at any point I want to risk auto. If I get 3 stars, then yeah, I can pretty much do what I want. But because we have just Hex Weaver left, and she poses 0 threat whatsoever, we'll just hit the A1s. 2 turn for the revive to come back, so hopefully I can come back. Brachis, I might A2 or A3 if it's available, which it isn't, which is a shame. Because he would have healed, well, we got a 3k heal, which is better than nothing. We'd have got a bigger heal with a 6 hitter. But, come on, let's go to the boss, we'll take out the minions. And let's see if we can, boom, right, okay, beast mode. If Brachis dies, again, don't care. We can swap in Cleopterics, it is what it is. So, we need to Marauder, provoke him. He provokes, we're not going to buff up at the moment. We need to pretty much just try and... let's just go A1. Let's not do damage to ourselves at this point. And we'll go A1 from there. We're about to get this move where the boss will attempt to steal buffs from us. He's against us. It ain't going to work. But because that move has just happened, now we're going to buff up. We've been provoked, that's fine. I've got something up my sleeve for that. Boom! You ain't doing nothing, mate. Well, we can heal. Increase the duration of ally buffs. I'm kind of wary. I could do that, but I'm kind of dubious. Because you never know. If the boss gets immunity, we could potentially be in trouble. So we feared the annoying one. The one that puts up the leech really does no damage. I'm just not a big fan of. So let's just quickly increase crit rate. Let's just slap him. And Hoforees, as you can tell, we do have Hakorn there to increase the duration of enemy debuffs by a turn. So let's see how that goes. Whether it works or not, it's kinda doesn't matter. But if we provoke them, War Chief can take care of that, while Brachis chops him down. He doesn't get a turn. It's fantastic. The boss will now ignore some defense, I believe. I really should have turned off his A3. But I believe this is all going to be manual. Hoforees is just so much better. I believe potentially there's a video where I try this with Hoforees in his previous build. And he just died. It was a shame. It was like a ticking time bomb type of thing. So to have him healing, it's just quite fantastic, to be totally honest. We can potentially afford to do a little bit of damage to ourselves. There's just increased attack, but I want to just get a little heal because the boss should be... No, hit the minion for Christ's sake. You can take increased attack, it's fine, I don't care. Kill the minion, perfect. So let's kill the other one. We don't need... so Brachis is close to death, but we have the revive. Let's take care of this guy now. He will put up leech, which will allow the boss to live through us, which is not something we want to really be accepting at this point. Because leech is annoying. We have, is it 3 turns? Steal the buffs for 3 turns to steal the buffs. So we're going to increase our attack because we've got to kill this dude here. 62k hit. Fear, it's okay. Now, with the cost of Hoforees, because he's feared, I am so okay with it. Like, I am ridiculously okay with it. A, because I can put up block debuffs, and B, because he heals as part of his regen set, so he's really in no danger having less resistance. The changing the build, I feel, is just so good. It's a much stronger build, potentially not just for Faction Wars, but for Doom Tower, for a lot of other areas in the game. I believe it's a much stronger build. 9 minutes in, we're still going. Hang with me, guys, hang with me. When we get this minion down, I do believe the boss won't last too much longer. Decreases the duration on all enemy buffs. They don't have buffs, but a good part of this kit is it increases the duration of all enemy debuffs. So let's see if we can increase the stun. We can't. It is what it is. We don't have the stats, I believe, to do it anyway, but hell, we can get a stun from Hakorn and that'll do. So let's take his HP down a bit lower. If the boss gets increased attack, it doesn't matter. Hoforees is alive. He has the revive, which we are going to keep, because Hoforees was normally the one dying. A 6-star him, it made no difference, but as you can see, his HP is full to the brim. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. His HP is just so strong. Right, he's down. We will not be doing that. We're one turn away from the cleanse, but we have... Well, he's just going to provoke, which we cannot do because he's immune. We can buff up for some damage. We can heal. Increase the duration of all ally buffs. I mean, yeah, screw it. I need the heal. I do not want that many people dying. We're about to get chopped, so we're going to heal up anyway. Although there's no buffs. That's right, no debuffs to steal. I just don't want too many casualties because I'm feeling good about this, and I don't want to jinx myself and make myself look like a bit of an ass, but I feel really good about this. It's all because of that build. So Hakorn, mate, just hang in there. Brachus can do damage. We've got Flesh Tearer to heal you. We can revive you if necessary. It makes no difference who's going to get chopped. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm good with it. So we're not going to be doing that because it would be quite silly to just kill ourselves for the point of killing ourselves. Triple hitter with increased attack, which is fine. I don't care the boss is getting increased attack, although I probably should. That was actually quite stupid. We maybe decreases the duration of all enemy buffs. He doesn't have any at the moment. He has no debuffs. We have no heals. So how many deaths are we going to get? This could potentially be a pain in the butt, but he still has more than 50% HP. So we should be okay with it. So let's heal up to people. Hakorn has to come back, but that's fine. We'll do that. We are 5 or 7 turns away. So let's just chop away. I'm still feeling good about it. I'm still feeling pretty good about it. We will buff up. It was inevitable we were going to die at some point. I'm just very much happy that it wasn't the reviver that died. You know, that kind of screws us over. So we'll chop you down. 5 turns is 197, 199 speed. It is what it is. We just need to cope with it. Flesh Tearer is going to give us heals. Brachus has his passive. We're now 3 turns away from the revive, which could be good. Hakorn can then cleanse. We don't need to do anything there at the moment. War Chief could potentially be doing with HP. One turn away, so we're not going to buff up. That would be silly. We're going to go A1. Who's dying? No one. Sweet. Okay. We are going to heal. One of the things that makes Flesh Tailor just so damn good. Also, apologies for the long video. But hey guys, if I show you the run in its entirety, you kind of see what I'm working with. You get to experience this along with me because I'm feeling good about it, but it could all go wrong. Decrease duration, so yeah, that's not something we really need to. If the boss steals a buff, it could remove increased attack, increased crit rate. But hopefully, we're not going to be. There you go, beast mode. One turn away from the revive. Nice. Brachus heals himself as part of his kit, which is just why I love that dude so much. And if you time the revive, this may be a very successful run. So we need to see if anybody dies. Brachus will not. War Chief. Potential. We do need. See, we're one turn away. So if I revive someone, if I revive two random allies, I mean, potentially two more are away to pass on. Do I want to? She'll get strengthened. Two of them dies. It does beg the question that, you know what? Screw it. You live and you learn. We're gonna get a small heal block buffs. You got nothing, so we now have a 12. I actually forgot about that. He stole HP from my boy. Just when I'm thinking, yay, we're done. We're not. And because of that, I may skip to the end because I don't want to put you guys through watching all of this all over again. So allow me to jump back in when the boss has slightly lower HP. So guys, we join you again with Hackhorn down, and we are multiple turns, sadly, from the revive. So I feel like RNG played a little bit of a role in this one, but we'll just go there. We can increase the duration, decrease duration of enemy buffs. Yeah, why not? But we're 3 turns away. There's no way I can get it back to 3 turns with it. Brachus on the team. The damage is just too high. So I feel like it's a pretty cool video. We get to show off a very strong Hoforees who has been in no danger this entire battle, not even close. He's damn good at his job. I mean, we got 21 done. It is 1 star, but again, I think part of this was to show Hoforees' new build. I'll take the 1 star finish. It was pure RNG. I did a revive and a heal. Maybe a turn too early, several turns too early. The issue is, if I have more than one person that passes away, I can only revive 2. But with that being said, I feel like I can still get it. I still have 3 hours and 6 minutes. So I want to show the team that was used. The damage will suffice. Brachus can do it in 12 turns. With a couple of counter attacks and whatnot, he does okay. So let's just quickly go to recently used. My clan boss Brachus, just looking badass as he does. 176 speed, over 5k attack, 229 crit damage. War Chief, everything is at 16. I can't remember, he doesn't have masteries. When he does, I will put them on to, I believe, accuracy. But okay HP, 3k defense, 212 speed, a very strong champion. Hakon Smashlorn died, however, so we maybe need to get a immortal set maybe on this champion, or maybe just slightly a higher HP, lose a bit of defense and go higher HP, and that would work. Potentially keep him alive. Hoforees, we've already had a look at the start of the video, and this is Flesh Tearer, who is a very good champion. 320 accuracy, respectable speed. Let's just jump on to his full stats for a second. 61k HP, 2k defense, 188 speed, 320 accuracy. But I feel like we're going to have to leave it there. I will return. We're going to do this again. I feel like I could try it again, but I'll do it off camera. And if we get the win, I will show you the victory screen. If RNG kind of plays a part in it, then I feel like we need to potentially give Hakon an immortal set just to kind of help along. If we have Cleopteryx, I feel like she's liable to die quite often and therefore cause an issue with the revives. But nonetheless, a pretty cool video. Sadly not a 3-star finish, but we can do it. I've been able to get the 1-star for a long time, but as soon as Hoforees died, I left. I will quickly just show Hoforees one more time. I'm super happy with this build, and if you need somebody to stay alive, give them regen. He was in no danger that entire fight. He maybe got feared, whatever, but the gear set heals him regardless. So yeah, a fantastic build for Hoforees. Still not 3 stars, but it was fun. For me anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So until next time, stay safe, keep on reading, see you soon.